folks, I'm back up on the Amazon van. Shock horror, I know, it's been a very long time. It's only been about 7 months, is it? 6 months since the very first video of me going, shock horror, bought an Amazon van. And it's still here, look. It's still here looking sorry for itself. It's still very much here. Doors open today. It's been on charge for God knows how long. It's, yes, got the motion lights work in the back of it, look. So the lights do work. There's a jerry-rigged up leisure battery to a solar charger. But today I'm going to inflate the tyre, and it's changed gearbox day. So I want to get it out of this spot. I can't do anything until I can operate the gearbox. The engine runs, as you all know, but I want to do the wet belt somewhere that isn't here. I'm going to have to do gearbox here, there's no two ways about it. At the moment there's no drive shafts in there in the back. This wheel's completely flat, so I've got a Chinese tyre that came off my old work van, which I found the other day, which I'm going to put on the rim because that one just goes down after about 5-6 hours. So yeah, today's plan is to try and get the gearbox off. I'm going to take the bonnet off. Not done one. I've done one on the Mark 7s 3 times. Changed gearbox. The third time was because I got contamination in the clutch. Anyway, long story. But yeah, so not much has changed on this. The gearbox of stuff's in the back. Let's just show you quickly. I have done a few bits and bobs to it. Not a lot, not worth filming. Like for instance, now as its indicators in, I mean, the small jobs. I did the bumper. I don't know whether I did a video on that, but I've got a new metal bumper under there, new plastic cap. I do need to drill it out for the sensors. I ordered the wrong wheel bearings for my Mark 7, and apparently they're for this van, so that's a score. Unintentional. So both the lights come on, that's quite good. I had to redo the drive shaft, so they got new gaiters on. Look, what a pain in the ass job that was. If anybody's done that before, my days. So they've just got a generic kit on. But yeah, that was interesting. These gaiters are okay, but yeah, they were all cut up, so it would never have passed though. But I had to clean the ends up, re-oil them. They were all rusted. They would never have gone back in how they were. So, but yeah, the bulkhead's out. I don't know whether again I filmed all this so we can have a better idea of the damage. You can see in there, there's spider webs everywhere. You can see it there. Like you see the roof. And again, the big gap on this joist here. Get a better look. There's a new camera, this folks, as well. It's a, what is it? It is a Osmo Action 5 Pro. Ooh. Yeah, it's not too bad here. I think my dad's pretty sure this will all push out. I'm not convinced, but we'll see. But yeah, I've ripped it all out. It's all out. Everything's out there at the moment. What a pain in the ass this bit was to get out, I can tell you. I nearly broke it off. It looks like it'll go back on. Gearbox, the new gearbox is in here. That was in my storage containers, and that's now in here, so I had to get that on. I want to get that on today. Whether I will or not, I don't know. And all the new parts in here. Hoping, it's not essential, hoping to get this colour coded. It's not the best shape, but I colour coded the bumper on my camper van on the Mark 7 Transit with loads and loads of coats of primer, and it came out really nice. Didn't come out as smooth as that, but it looked nice. So I'm going to do that with this, because buying one of these bumpers in colour is for a Mark 8 is just, well, it's, if you've been looking, then it's astronomical. I'm not paying the money they want for it. It's ridiculous. But then again, my time to do it. So anyway, by the by, I got my little compressor out, so it's not very exciting. I'm going to get this inflated, and we'll take it from there, if I can inflate it, that is. God, I've had this thing a few years. All right, let's get it connected up. This leisure battery's a good few years old now, but it should still be all right. Negative, positive. Right, as you can see, it's got a professional repair on it, look. And it's got a bit hot, but there we are. Right, let's gosh, look at that. See, it even takes air. It came up here with air in it, so let's see how we get on. can't believe it's taken air. Did you see the state of it? Ridiculous. It's a good time to drink a cup of tea. Yeah, exciting stuff. Probably going to blow up if I say so. Look at the state of it. The wall is absolutely knackered on it. The big split down there where it was sitting. What the hell did they do to it? They've on every single curve in Bristol. Like every curve in Bristol, driven along for like months. Exciting. Getting a bit warm now. I think we might get to about 40, and then we'll call it quits. I just want to be able to jack the van up enough so I can get the jack under and put it on jack stands. That's starting to smell pretty bad. That's old as well. All my stuff is old. Just a bit more to go. Yeah, that's getting quite warm. That'll do, I think. I don't know about you, but I think my trusty pump's getting a bit warm. So that'll do. It'll do for what we want today. So I'm going to take that. Going to take the wheel off anyway and get a new tyre put on it. Well, second-hand tyre. Right, I will put this away. Surely you don't want to see me doing all that. That's really exciting stuff, isn't it? And then I'll set you up and we'll look at getting some jacks underneath it. Thankfully it should be fairly straightforward because it's already all the front ends off anyway, so right, I'll crack on. Right, so I've not been here looking at this for such a long time. I thought I'd just refresh myself with what the heck's going on. So the gearbox has clearly been started to be stripped off. I mean, whether it was original to this vehicle and it got swapped with another one, I don't know, but looking at the bolts, it looks like they've been twiddled with. I'd say it's been off, but I don't know, folks. I don't know. I mean, I put the bolts in for the starter motor so we could wang it over, but I reckon they'd be moved in there. Anyway. It's going to be a pain in the ass if it's anything like a Mark 7. Getting that off by yourself is not fun, but it is what it is, and it needs to come off because of this. Yes, that's why she needs to come off, folks. It's got a bit of a hole in it. I don't even know where it works, to be honest. So I don't want to know. But the strap underneath the engine's off because you can see the whole engine moves. I put this rubber cover back on. I've had a cover over it because I don't know whether the bonnet's misaligned, but this seal doesn't seal properly. Again, how do you tell if these are bent? I mean, are they supposed to be? I mean, again, the bolt holes, they haven't been off, look. There's an adjuster there. But, you know, is any of this bent here? I don't know what I'm looking for to think if that's the problem. Bonnet itself's straight. It lines up the same. It's the same issue both sides. It just sits a bit higher than what it should. Yeah, I don't want to spend money on bits that I don't need, like a new set of these or a second-hand set of brackets off eBay. It's a bit spiteful. There's like 40 quid or something like that each. It's like, really, for a bracket? Anyway, whatever. So yeah, today get this off, hopefully. So I'm going to see what I need to get out of the way. First of all, I need to jack the front of the van up because that tyre will go down. Get that tyre off, and if I can get this one off, because I need to put the drive shafts back in before I can move it, as there's no drive shafts in it. So that's going to be fun with all this space I don't have here. But because of where I store the vehicle, I need access, and occasionally the farm needs to go down there, so not at the moment, as you can see, because the vegetation has taken over. And there's no wind up here, and that door just shut itself. It was a bit weird, not gonna lie. Yeah, the cutting disc says 1,000 words. It's obviously the culprit for cutting off this bit here, I feel. Might use that again. But yeah, and I need to weld that on as well. Don't know why it was taken off. Maybe it was worse than that one. But then I did that because we had an eyelet on there with a bolt, and on this side we had a chain between them, and that's how we pulled the van. Because obviously there is no cross member. So right, I'm gonna get this thing jacked up and take it from there. So I'll come back with you guys in a bit. Turn the music off. So it's on. Well, it's on its stands. It might look really sketchy to most folks, but there we go. So it's a little bit higher up. You see I've got 2 axle stands under there on an okay-ish pallet, but I've also wedged these bits of aluminium in here just to make sure. And I'm going to probably use the jack to hold the engine while I get the gearbox off. So I have got one of those cradles which go between turrets, but obviously in here there isn't any. So I'm going to open the box now and see what's in there, because it's like a universal thing, but I can't see any way of attaching it to basically hold the engine up whilst I take the box off. I can't see any way of doing it, to be honest, but I'll open it up and have a look, see if there's anything I can put together. But yeah, other than that, I'll just have to manhandle it off, which will be fun because they're heavy. Yeah, at least everything's off, like the bottom mount's off. Look, I have one of those I got off a breaker, but the rubber on it's all perished, so I need to get another one of them. Actually reminded me to do that. I have a kit for the wet belt I got off eBay. That wasn't me. Even though 27k, and you can see it's the original cover. It looks mint, to be fair, but still, it's not worth bothering with, is it? Comes with all the aux belts and stuff. So I've watched enough videos online, like most folks have. I mean, yeah, it shouldn't be too bad, should it? Famous last words. Anyway, yeah, I will continue. I wasn't going to film me doing this because I just wanted to get it done. Yeah, it is fairly sketchy, but I've got 2 axle stands under there, like I say, on a pretty substantial pallet. So, and the pallet's got a piece there, and it's decked basically. So yeah, off with the gearbox. That should be interesting. Wish me luck. Right, I've possibly done one of the sketchiest things I've ever done. So I have a lighting stand. It's forged on a piece of wood, so it's extra safe, with this engine support, which you're supposed to put across, but of course it's a van. It's not long enough. Plus, where do I put it? It comes with these that you're supposed to kind of put in and put on something. There's just nowhere for it to go. So I'll come up with this. It's going to have a jack underneath it as well, but there's a bar here which I've ratcheted it on. It's pretty substantial fixing, and up there, it's fixed up there. But like I say, with the jack underneath it, this just to kind of take the brunt of it. It's yeah, it is what it is. I think it'll do the job. It's just got to hold that side of the engine up. I mean, I had it on when I did the Mark 7, as in my old van there. I had just had a jack underneath and a block, but it damaged the sump, so I had to change the sump on the engine, which I didn't need to do initially, which was a pain. I'm not too sure whether we'll change this because it has got some dents on it, look. And the kit I bought with the wet belt comes with a sump anyway, so I'm not too fussed if it gets pushed in a little bit. But never done one of these before. I'd say it probably has been pushed in. If anybody has seen one of these before and can tell if it has. But yeah, I think out of a matter of course it's going to come off, to be honest. So yeah, you can look at that there. It's got a big ass dent in it, look, see. So it's got oil in it. It has got oil. What that is, that just water? Yes, water. So yes, I will continue on with my sketchy setup, but it does the job. This, you know, at the end of the day, I'm not exactly an ideal place, you know. Ideally I want to be nice concrete. The idea is to get it running. I can drive it from here, It's bloody hot. It's the 28th of May, folks. You know what this heat wave's like. At least I'm in shade for the minute. Anyway, so I can drive it from here to the farm buildings, which are down there, and there's a concrete level. And hopefully the wet belt will be a day's job on concrete, somewhere nice to be, and not here. But this is what backyard mechanics is all about, isn't it? This is DIY botch it. Well, not botch it. It's DIY van repairs. Would have been easier to put one that worked, wouldn't it, really? But then it wouldn't be as much fun, would it? And then that's why we're waiting all this time for me to do it, because I just haven't had time. I've just been working. Yes, so anyway, I've just realised that the clutch slave is still connected. Don't think that's supposed to be bent like that. I will look at the other one, the clutch inside the donor gearbox, and see. So I'm guessing this has still got clutch fluid in it, so I've got to take this wire loom off. I've been having a mooch around. I've noticed a few things. This has either been cut off or snapped off. There's about 5 wires in there, look. So I've got to figure out where that goes. Check everything here, but more importantly, and this is going to be an issue, look at this here. This is being sheared off, look. So there's definitely need to have a good look at that. I don't know whether they're just ends of a cable. Look, sorry, even there. What? So we'll have to take this apart and have a look at it, inspect it, make sure it's all okay. But definitely, well, at least maybe 1 or 2 broken wires in there. I might be lucky. We'll see. And then, you know, I've got to go through all this anyway. So, because there is going to be the odd thing, which will throw up a code. We'll have a code for everything on this thing. But anyway, before I do anything else, I'm going to get these looms out of the way. That can probably just be tied up there somewhere. This loom here I think just plugs in up there, so I'll pull that out. This one, which I've just ascertained is damaged, that's going to be unplugged to get this out. I'm going to clear this whole area anyway, get as much space as I can to work. Might have a quick drink first though. Is it on? Cool, right. As you can see, all the stuff's out of the way. Starter motor is off, that's down there. So yeah, we're just loosening up the bolts around the bell housing. I don't know whether there's supposed to be one in there. Here. I'm guessing there is, but it's not there now because there's a thread there, look. I mean, I know the holder to the chassis sits in there and chills out into that gap there. So I just need to go around the back now and check that out. This is very similar to the Mark 7. You've got to put a special socket on there, if I remember rightly. I can't remember, it's been a while. It was, when did I have to do the clutch on that? That was November last year. That sucked. Yeah, basically I didn't put the shaft that's inside the gearbox. This is on my Mark 7, as in my work van there. The shaft that comes out, I got the gearbox second hand because the original gearbox it was whining. So I took a punt on a second-hand gearbox from a reputable breakers online. Anyway, to cut a long story short, the half shaft that stuck out the gearbox, the spline shaft which goes into the clutch, it had a little bit of corrosion around it. And when I put the master cylinder on, the slave cylinder, sorry, is also the has a seal on it which seals the gearbox. It's a very strange design. So it seals the gearbox. When I pushed it home, it lipped. It just pushed on and lipped. If I remember right, I will try and put a picture of it in the description. So over time, the oil seeped past, contaminated the clutch plates, and I found out the hard way when I was going up a hill with a van full of audio equipment, floored it to get up the hill, and the engine started slipping. I was like, at that point, I think the clutch had only done 1,000 miles, if that. I don't do a lot of mileage in that van. I knew exactly what it was, but I thought the main seal of the engine had failed, as in the seal behind the actual flywheel. I thought that had failed, so I bought a new clutch kit which had the master cylinder, the slave cylinder in it anyway, and a new engine seal. So when I took the gearbox off, I also took the flywheel off. Looked at that and I realised that looked absolutely fine, but I was there, so I changed it anyway. But yeah, it was a shaft on the gearbox. So I got some very fine 2000 grit emery paper, took about the little bit of corrosion that was on it because the gearbox must have been standing a while. Took that off it, put grease around the main shaft and pushed it home a couple of times before I was happy, and then I committed and pushed it home again. and yeah, it's been okay ever since, so fingers crossed. So I'm extra careful when I do this one, but anyway, enough of these stories. It's time to take this thing off, so I am going to yeah, I'll I don't know whether to film this, because I don't think there's any nice way of doing it really. It's gonna suck either way, but it's got to come off, so I just hope my rig here works. It's a fairly substantial stand. I mean, I know there's quite a bit of weight in these engines, but we'll see. If it falls down on me, then well, it falls down on me, doesn't it? It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It's not going to go anywhere, I'm sure. Let's give it a go. Anyway, let me finish taking these bolts out and slackening these off first. I don't know how much you guys can see from there, I don't know how exciting this will be, but interesting. The more I'm undoing bolts on this gearbox has been off, and I could be wrong. I don't know. I really don't know. Part of me is thinking it hasn't been off, or they're in the process of taking it off. I don't know. Everything's not really very tight. Around the back of the gearbox, the two bolts underneath the gearbox are missing, and the two on the back side are missing, so I've just been under there to take them off. So that leaves 1, 2, 3, 4 bolts on here, and of course the ones there holding this gearbox to the engine. So I don't know. I've no idea this van's history. As I say, it's an auction. You take a punt, don't you? So yeah. So anyway, I'm just loosening all the bolts around here, ready to come off. They're loose on top. I'm going to undo these bolts here. I've already undone them to drop the gearbox down, because the gearbox has got to get past this member here to come off and go down. So the whole engine has to drop down just enough to let the gearbox slide off, which is always a pain in the ass. On the Mark 7s I know how much space I've got to drop the engine, but because I've not done one of these ones before, and the exhaust has got a lot more funky stuff attached to it. And when I did the Mark 7, it was not so bad, but it looks like I got good clearance to get it off, so we'll see. Again, it's just, you know, not done one of these before, so can't get a socket on there, so I'm just winding it off by hand, which is a bit of a pain. So what did you do with your Thursday? No, I'll get as much done as I can today. It's feeling more and more like I'm probably not going to get this changed off today, or at least get the thing off is what I'd like to do. So, not very excited, you guys. But yeah, it's just doing these at the moment. This tyre keeps getting in my way. So at the moment the engine is now just sitting on this. So, don't know whether now there's any weight still on that. I think maybe there is, but anyway, I will carry on. Any more excitement happens, I will bring you guys in. There we go. Right, it's hanging off. So let me just put some in there to stop it from falling and twatting everything. Bear with me. This will be fun and exciting. Also very heavy. There we go. And it's off. Oh. Yeah. Let me bring you in. Doesn't look nice, does it? We'll have a close look at this in a bit, but I don't know whether that was just me then bringing it off. It's damaged this. I was going to change the clutch, but I'm wondering whether I should. There we go. Anyway, it's off. I think next thing to do, I mean the clutch looks really good to be honest. For 27,000 miles I don't really want to change it. Just, are they supposed to be like that, some of them? Was that me? Oh, God, I'm dripping. I'm absolutely dripping with sweat. It's so hot, folks. That doesn't sound good, does it, at all? Listen to that. I mean, the gearbox in there has got one of these on it. That I don't know what mileage that gearbox has done. It's a bit of a stab in the dark. I don't know what to do. Just seems a shame changing the clutch. It's done so little mileage, doesn't it? But there we are. Is it a good idea to do it while I'm here now? Answers on a postcard. But I'm more worried about that. I do know these vans have a hammer in, so maybe it'd be a good idea to change it. I can get one, can't I? Motor Factors tomorrow, so I think I'll change it. Let me get it off and let's have a look at it. The unfortunate thing is I haven't got my centering tool, because when you put the clutch in there, I've got a centering tool that locates the clutch itself, so it's in exactly the right place. Yeah. Hey, this is off. It's off. That's what we wanted. So I will get that off and I'll bring you in, and then I'm going to have something to eat. Right. Got the clutch off. What a pain in the ass that was, because trying to hold this flywheel still whilst I was undoing the bolts was a nightmare. If it's a dual mass, it's got some dampener. Is that normal? I don't know. I think they do have some sort of give, don't they? It's not making rattling noises, although is it supposed to move like that? I don't know. Someone will have to tell me, because if that's broken, that's a whole world of pain apparently. But this is really interesting. So it doesn't have a genuine Ford clutch on it. It's got, I don't know how you make it, Velo, a sash clutch. But what's really interesting is look at the date on it, 2023. I mean, it looks in really good condition, to be honest with you. I mean, you can still feel the grooves in it. So it's not the original clutch, and the wear on this, look, it's not even worn off the lines. I mean, there's a bit of surface rust there, probably from the bottom of the gearbox. But the only thing I don't like is just this here. It's, you know, what do I do? Do I spend 200 and something quid on a clutch when this one's probably okay? But is this the same date code? My question is why is there a 2023 clutch on this van? Does that mean that the van, because I don't know nothing about it, for whatever reason the van had a clutch in 2023? Was it on the road until then, and that's when it had its accident? You know, 27,000 miles on the clock. Did they change the engine? Has it got an engine out of another van? Did I get an engine out of another van? There's just stuff I don't know. I don't think the engine's been changed. The engine looks the original. None of the bolts around it on the engine side have been molested at all. None of them have ever been off. The gearbox bolts, like I was saying before, they've definitely been off. So it makes me think it burned through a clutch in 27,000 miles. Was somebody just a little bit too heavy-handed on it? I mean, I have heard stories and stuff about these vans getting a bit too much jip, but that's just had me a bit vexed with that 2023 clutch, because it would have been a Ford. I'm assuming. I mean, I know Sash. Is it Sash? S-A-C-H? Sash. I don't know. Can't pronounce it properly. I'm guessing it would have been a Luck clutch. Like I know OEM Ford clutches that I've come across, especially in the Mark 7s, are Luck, L-U-K, and I'm assuming it would have been an OEM clutch for this, would have been L-U-K as well. So I mean, the Sash clutches are more expensive from what I can tell. So I don't know. I'm very tempted to just put it back in, to be honest with you, and save some money, because it's been changed, hasn't it? Someone's changed it. It's just a bit of a pain in it. I needed to have a look at it, to be honest with you, but yeah, it looks to me as if it's got plenty of tread on it, you know. Has it got hot? Are those bits in the middle supposed to be slightly warped? Is that normal? I don't know. You can see. Or just edge on the side of caution and get a brand new one. Just seems a bit daft when it's. I mean, I can't remember the one I put on the van, but the grooves are a little bit deeper than that, for sure. I wonder, you can't just buy this bit, can you? You have to buy the whole thing, which is really annoying. Like that. You know, there's no wear on that at all. It's just, you can still see all of the lines, and same with the, I mean, that's the dual mass flywheel, isn't it? It looks in really good condition, doesn't it, to be fair? We do have a dual mass as well. What's that code there? At the same time, I had a whole kit. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to ponder this for a bit. I've got some part codes on it, so I will look at the part code and see what we're on money wise for one of these. Is it made by Valco 2023 again? Look, so it's had a clutch, but I mean, to have a clutch 27,000 miles, I mean, really? Seems a bit excessive, doesn't it? That they've really driven these vans that hard that they went for a clutch? Or do you reckon it went for a dual mass? People just not driving it, just killed the dual mass on it, added a new dual mass, and they just threw a clutch at the same time? Part of me's thinking maybe that did it. I don't know. Let's see. Right, I'm off. Right, I think I'm done for the day today. I've got a phone GSF up, which are like a local Factors to me here in Llangollen, North Wales. They're based in Wrexham. So I'm going to order up a clutch and a slave cylinder for the gearbox tomorrow. I'm going to leave a dual mass alone. I spoke to my brother, who's a lot more mechanical minded than me, and I went online with Luck's website, and the transit clutch is different to a lot of dual masses because it's quite a big dual mass. Does that make sense? And it only moves 5 teeth. I know some people say I was supposed to take it off, but you know, I've watched a few YouTube videos and stuff like that, and I am put the original the sash clutch back on. It's got plenty of teeth bite on it, but you know what, I'm this far, I may as well just change the clutch on it and be done with it then. I'm sure it'd be absolutely fine, but I've got to get a slave cylinder for the clutch for the gearbox anyway, so I may as well just do the whole thing. Then it's peace of mind for me then, isn't it? It's done. Yeah, there's nothing more I can do to this today, so I'm going to wrap up. I will be working on the van tomorrow because I've got an event I'm working, so I'm going to pack up now and then load my van ready for the event tomorrow. So hopefully I might get back on it on Saturday, but we'll see. If I get the clutch and the slave, I'd like to think I could get the gearbox back in on Saturday, drive shafts back in, put the brace back underneath the engine, put the wiring back in, and I'll be able to move the van. That's all I want to be able to do, is just move it around, because the engine does run. Whether you watched our very first video, I mean, yeah, it did a bit of dancing around. It's not got no intercooler or nothing, but it will run. I mean, I only need to get it from here literally about 50 metres up the road there, and I'm on concrete. That's all I want to get to. So yeah, I just want to be a nicer area really to work on. But this is less than ideal, but it is what it is. It is what it is. I have to do it here because I have no choice of to drag it out. That's just a load of faff. So plus I could drive it up there and get that thing welded, because in the sheds up there he's got a welder, so hopefully I'll be able to borrow that and get that job done on the tab down here. Then I can put all the front end back on there, like the radiators, everything, wiring. I've already found I need some air conditioning parts. I haven't got a dryer. I don't have a dryer for the AC. You notice that's missing. So yeah, productive day. Still got a lot done. You know, get the gearbox out. A lot of the work had already been done to me though. Done for me, hadn't it though? Because it's all gone. The front end's been taken away. So, but there we are. All good fun. Right. I'll see you in the next one.